Hi everyone, I'm Maddie, Camp Aldersgate's Inclusion Specialist. I wanted to reach out to the families of the Aldersgate community to help support you in speaking with your children in the time of racial injustice and activism. Aldersgate strives to empower others to change the world and fight for social justice, and I hope you can join us with a mission in your own homes. While at camp, your children engage in conversations and activities about diversity, inclusion, and injustices in the world. These conversations should continue year-round with your families because they're crucial to understanding and fighting against racism. People often worry that their child is too young to talk about difficult subjects, including race and racism. In fact, no child is too young to talk and learn about race. Babies as young as 3 months start to identify people by their race. Toddlers start picking their playmates based on skin color, and by the age of 5, children have many of the same biases and prejudice that adults in their community have around race. If conversations around race are new to your family, find out what information your child has gathered on their own. One way to start is using open-ended questions to get the conversation started. Listen to their thoughts and see what information they're missing. Ask them questions like, what do you know about the word racism? I know you've heard some things on the news. What are your thoughts and feelings on it? Do you think everyone is treated equal? What do you do when someone's mean to someone else? Have you noticed people are treated differently based on how they're looked? Create opportunities for honest questions and expressions of thoughts. Children will often have their own questions about, why do people look different? Why am I black, white, Asian, etc.? Why are people mean? Isn't racism over? Are people dying? Children may have questions regarding their own safety and the safety of their loved ones. You may be surprised how much information, whether it's correct or incorrect, they have gathered from hearing people talk, overhearing the news, learning about it at camp or at school, or from their friends. Correct them if they've been misinformed or have come to their own conclusions that aren't quite right. Support your child and encourage them to share their thoughts openly. It may be difficult to hear and to respond to what your child is sharing. The most important thing is that it's being discussed. Saying, we don't talk about it, or shutting down questions can be damaging to their growth and knowledge of racism. If you don't know how to answer, be honest. Tell them you don't know and get back to them. Do your research. Give them the information in the near future, and start another conversation. This gives the opportunity to keep the conversation going, and it shows your kids that even adults don't know everything about racism, and everyone, including you, is still learning. After you have an understanding of your child's thoughts and worries around the topic, keep the conversation going and start educating. Keep a lookout for resources that I will be sharing, such as books and movies that bring up racial topics that will lead to more questions and open discussions with your child. Lastly, embrace your child for who they are and celebrate their differences. Children can internalize these struggles and start to seek clarification of their own identities. Remind them that they are loved for who they are and they are a unique child of God. Though there are some people in the world that hate people because of their differences, remember that every one of us has been made perfectly in God's vision. If your child is looking for more information or another supportive adult to discuss their feelings and thoughts around these subjects, please reach out to Aldersgate and we will connect you with a staff member for some support and discussions. Thank you for joining the Aldersgate staff and families around the world dedicated to educating others and fighting for social justice. Thank you.